All right, Jomar, why don't you start us off? What did you do yesterday, and what are you doing today?
I'm still, for yesterday, I fixed the breakpoints and the analogy for the whitelist table, and for today, I'll continue with fixing the SM breakpoints. And after finishing the whitelist table, I'll copy its changes and paste it to the table description.
Okay, are you ready? Do you have to meet with Maxim now, or did you?
No, it's fine.
Why don't you just do it during Scrum? Yeah, you don't have to stay in the Scrum. You can just bring Jomar. Jomar, Maxim's gonna invite you to a breakout meeting to get started on the next stuff. Look at what you did and get started on the next stuff. Okay. And JP, what's your update for us?
No. So for me, uh, I just tested some pull requests for the website and nothing much on the turnkey. Yeah, I think I need a new task for my sim.
Okay. Maxim, can you send JP one as well? And Mallika, you have an update for us? Okay, maybe she's still on the phone.
Hi, Gary. I'm back. So you're calling, you're asking something?
Yeah, what's your update for us?
Okay, my update is uh, I'm a little bit confused regarding some functions. So I'm trying to do that. I'm seeking the help from Sangeeth and doing it.
What are you doing?
Uh, modelizing the code in backend.
Why do you need
Eh,
Sangeeth's help to do that?
he's guiding me where we have to fix it and all. So yeah.
Okay. Sangeet, what's your update for us?
Yeah, I just finished the payment things, and I need to give the final URL to Manan and just go with that, just making sure everything is actually perfectly merged. And yeah, that's all. Um, Manan, do you have anything other tasks for me? Like,
No, not in the backend side.
okay, all right. Then I'll concentrate more on that segmentation. Then I also just like make sure everything is actually properly modularized and segmentized.
Understood. Okay. Well, Manan, please get on finding something else for Sangeet
Okay.
to do, and Mallika for that matter, because they're probably both going to clean stuff up. Maybe they could even start helping out with modularizing the front end. We'll see.
Front end is actually already modularized because we are just working on the next chase projects, right? For
Okay.
So it's normally it's actually modularized based on the routes actually.
Chris, what's your update for us?
I'm still going through cleaning up the server for redundancies within the endpoint, working on that space complexity. I did connect with Manan last night about how we are breaking dry with some of the tax calculations, and we were talking about having a connection to an external API that has up-to-date tax rates because they differ based on zip code. For like suburban versus metropolitan, they have different tax rates. So to keep up with that code, but I feel like that's a discussion to have outside of Scrum.
Understood. Okay. And
So Gary, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
There is a update from Gautam that he is a little bit busy with the family emergency and all right now, and he said he will be getting in touch with everything within 2 to 3 days.
understood. Okay. Thank you for the update, Mallika. And all right, that's it for now. One thing I do want to mention is that it looks like. Does anybody know how Cursor was built? Everybody know what Cursor is? The Cursor IDE, right?
Yeah.
So what's this?
This is Visual Studio,
It's Visual Studio, right?
Yeah.
What's this?
and that's Cursor, I guess.
This is Cursor. So Cursor uses the open source. I think this is the repo. They use the open source VS Code. Everything they use, like everything from it. So I want us to do the same thing. I'm throwing together what an IDE would look like. I want us to reorganize what TernKey looks like to look more like an IDE. You know, these drop downs are just going to be view history, which is just the sidebar save, explore programs, explore keys, just basic stuff. All of these don't even really need to be here, but it shows you the shortcut keys. Most of these don't really need to be here, but they show you the shortcut keys. Then just a run, and then help is mostly takes care of the information. So it turns into an IDE, and then you have your sidebar toggle and your terminal toggle, which is just our outputs. So, and then you got your regular stuff over here. And I'm starting to experiment what it would look like if we just did a rudimentary, not a lot of buttons kind of thing. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to have to rebuild all of the functionality of VS Code, because they already figured out how to make a new text file, how to open a file, how to save as, how to on your local machine, how all this other stuff works. So much stuff works. So forking it, and then just all we would have to do is add in the G language and put our compiler and assembler and stuff in there, and then just like walk away. And all of a sudden, VS Code is now like the Tern IDE. So that's what the next steps are for Tern. And I want to see how easy it is. It should be rather easy to edit, because we want to put the hardware simulator behind it still. We still want to have that as a feature. But it seems like it's just open source. You just take VS Code and you just do whatever you want to it. So it seems like a real firm, nice basis where we could do that. And in the future, as far as expansion goes, what we would do is we would, what would we have other programmers doing? We would have them building compilers that compile, the top 10 most popular programming languages to balanced ternary. You take Python, you take, I don't know, Rust, C, C++, whatever, and you just have it convert to balanced ternary. None of them will be able to take advantage of so it just makes it a lot easier to grab the community, for sure. So I want to definitely explore that as an option. But so we're definitely inherently different, because we would have an explore programs key, which is explore keys, and we would have hardware simulator. So it would be quite different as far as how you would interact with it. You would stay inside the application much longer. But just a much cleaner, easier to work with UI. That's the solution that we didn't know we needed until now. So that's looking like the future. So once the quicker we can clean up this website, the faster we can get Maxim to start forking that and creating new tasks, and then figuring out building the hardware simulator, throwing that in the background, doing all this fun stuff. Okay, well, that was just a little PSA for everyone. Any questions, comments, concerns before we head out for the workday? Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, by the way. You know, Chris, don't forget the flowers and chocolate
She already got them.
and like card
She already got them.
and dinner. It's like days like holidays like today that could be a 4-digit dinner. Easy. Watch out. All right, everybody else just like kiss a mirror, I guess. I don't know. All right, that's Scrum for everybody. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to y'all later. Manan, please make sure the back end team here has more stuff to do. But
Yeah.
okay, guys. Peace out. Bye.
All right, bye.